we are on our way down to Bisbee to surprise my parents, and as in we, it's me and Mr. Charlie. So we're gonna go down and hopefully they're home, because what if they're not? I don't know. Yeah, we'll find out. But we stopped by Safeway and grabbed some meat because I want to have a steak when I get there. I know, I'm so picky. And then we went by Starbucks, which I don't do very often, but since we were there, I figured I'll just grab a chai, and I got Charlie a little cheesecake Danish. If you can't tell, you can hear him rattling out in the background. So yeah, it'll be a nice little adventure for me and Charlie. On Monday, he starts daycare, so that's going to be a whole nother dynamic of events. I'm excited because I think he needs it, and I'm also very sad because I will absolutely be sad. I don't know what I'm going to do without my little partner, because it's been such a routine for almost 2 years now, because he's almost 3. So, like every Monday I had him, and then every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And his dad got promoted, yay, which means, though, that he has weekends off, which is phenomenal. That's so hard to do a lot of times and working. And so he's got the weekends off, which means I don't have to have Charlie on the weekends. But the biggest change is that I will end up having Charlie on Thursday nights, or Thursday late evening, I should say, because I think I'll probably bathe him and get him in his jammies and have him getting into bed, because he'll have daycare the next morning. So that's a whole nother thing for his parents to have to figure out, is like they have to tweak their schedule so that they're ready to go to bed with him, and that way he's ready to be up and going. So no more sleeping in till 10 or 11, or sometimes when I go over there at 12:30, good Lord. So yeah. But it's just how families work right now and how everything's going. So I'm proud of them and proud of their focus on family, because that's always quite the biggest thing. So anyways, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to focus on the single lane traffic. I didn't realize what happened this direction. I'm kind of bypassing a lot of the freeway because Safeway is further to the east of me, and so it's easier to catch the freeway from that side than it is to go backtracking, at least in my head, although hopefully it is easier, because I'm like, well, right here, this intersection is insane because it's one lane. Why is it one lane? There's a QT and a Walmart right over here on my left, and a giant Goodwill on my right. Like, there's enough traffic to make this better. Maybe that's why they're going to have construction here. I don't know. Anyways, life is good. Everything's great. Just here living our best lives. So, okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So we are on a street called Hereford Road, and I'm going to try to show you this very cool area of Bisbee that not a lot of people get to see because you don't really know about this back road. So basically there is a recreation center to your right where you can get off and look at all the trees, and it's like a whole thing. But this is a cool thing. It is a one-lane bridge hidden on the San Pedro River in Bisbee, Arizona. It's very, very cool. My mom would take the grandkids, so my children, there quite often when they would come and visit, to like look for frogs or see if there's any fish. There's always a stream not would drive you through there since it's a pretty beautiful day, and it's kind of a cool little back area to Bisbee. I did get lost though. My best friend from high school, from actually grade school, lives just out of Sarah Vista, so between Sarah Vista and Bisbee on a back road. And so I went Ramsey Canyon, and I think that was right, but when I kept going straight, I was like, wait a second, this is going to Jasmine's house, and I didn't mean to go to Jasmine's house yet. I wanted to go to Bisbee first, so I had to turn around and figure out where I kind of went wrong. Wow, they have a little pond there. That's way cool. All right, so we're in the country area basically, and this area is nice because I can roll down the windows and Charlie can kind of feel that change of environment versus on the main road where it's like you just want to get there, right? It's kind of boring. So anyways, I'm gonna let you go. That's our little secret. It's the one-way bridge on Hereford Road past the Palominas Road in the Bisbee, Arizona area. Okay, bye-bye. So there's many things to think about when I bring him with me. One is I still have to do my exchange, of course, but then also when will he be ready for a nap, and can we time it at the same time? And at first I was not going to nap him and just see if he would sleep on the way home, but then the more experienced mom in me is like, that means he's going to wake up and be wild to play for like a couple hours before going to bed, and I'm going to want to go to bed. So I decided to do my exchange and nap him for a good hour, an hour and a half. He slept for 2 solid, and I had to wake him up. So he got to play for at least 2 hours, I want to say 3 hours, 2 hours, and now we're headed home. So if he stays awake on the way home, that'll be great. Let's hope that happens. But I wanted to take a picture of the sunset because it is really pretty. So right now we're leaving the Bisbee area. If you're familiar with Bisbee, it is the area past Safeway, because my car's older and it doesn't really like going up to Old Bisbee and the divide. It like stresses my car out. Like my car engine light will turn on. If I go this way, it doesn't tend to do that at all. And so I'm hoping that going this way is more easy. But it's a little bit more boring to me because there's not a lot of action out on the road. So I kind of think that it's more boring. But that's okay. It is what it is. So we're just going to head home, and I'm thinking I might stop at Sarah Vista to get a Starbucks though, because right now I don't feel tired, but I will be, I know. Another thing is that for those who have been following, you know that I am mostly eating carnivore. You know that I'm mostly eating carnivore, and so because of that, I had a really hard struggle today because my family got pizza, and they got the delicious, really good kind of pizza, like the kind of pizza that I want to eat when I cheat. But today is not a cheat day. Today is a definite carnivore day, so I went by Safeway. I grabbed a big roast because it's on sale, and I chopped it up into steak sizes, and I made the steaks on my mom's stove with eggs. And so that's what I had to eat. I feel full. I know I am not hungry one bit, but the smell of that pizza was real hard. I'm going to admit that, because it's better to admit it that you have the struggles than to pretend that you don't. know, right? Because it was tough. I I thought it was cute because Charlie offered me his pizza, and I kind of went back and forth in my head thinking like, well, it's just a little slice, what could it hurt? But I ended up not doing it. I'm proud of myself. And I did eat a pepperoni off of the pizza so I could have a little taste of the cheese. And then I went ahead and wrapped up the pizza piece, and Charlie's eating it right now in the back seat. So it was a win-win overall. But I just thought it was funny that it was such a struggle all of a sudden, because our culture is so inept with eating and fellowship. You know, whether it's with family or a date or, you know, your friends, you know, whatever it may be. It's like we eat, we feel comfort. We hang out with our friends, we feel comfort. So you combine the two of them, and it's like perfect. But I went ahead and sat with my family, of course. I'm not going to not sit with them. And then somebody brought a cheesecake. I didn't eat that because I didn't want my sugar to be spiked at the end of the night. That's what happens when you eat sugary stuff at the end of the night. And then she had brought in like canned strawberries. I love those canned strawberries. I love blueberry pie filling. Like, I don't know. I just have always loved it. Like, I could sit there and just eat it. But I did not participate with that either, which I'm kind of sad that I didn't. But also, I'll be glad in the morning when I weigh myself and when I wake up and I feel refreshed and rejuvenated. So it's a long process, and it's a long time you have to take the time to reboot your mind. So